Hi, welcome to Electric Trekker Creations. My name is Bex. Today is the 12th day of the 12 Days of Christmas, a little bit late. It's hosted by Steph from Highland Homemade Crafts. Thank you, Steph, so much for putting this collaboration together. It's been a lot of fun and incredibly daunting. Today I'm actually going to be making a Christmas table centerpiece using some ornamentation that my daughter bought for me. They were just from a Poundland shop here in Spain, so I can't give any links for any of this. Basically, I have a bowl to start with, and I clean it to make sure that there's nothing on there, and then I dry it because I'm going to be sticking everything with a glue gun. If the plate or the base that you're putting it on is wet, the glue won't stick, and it's important that it sticks. So to start off with, I'm trying to work out how I want it to look. Now, I'll be honest, I have used these in a previous decoration, but I wanted to change it, so I figured I would do a video on it. I decided to start off with the candles and where I wanted those to go. Because I think when I did it before, I started with the mushrooms. I think when I did it before, I did the candles as an afterthought, and that did not go well. So this is how I want it to go. And then I'm looking at how I want the mushrooms to show on there. Well, there's two different ways you could do this. You could start out putting the moss down and then sticking everything on top of the moss. But I wanted to kind of make it look like things were growing out of the moss. It does then make it complicated when you're sticking the moss down because you've got to go round everything, but I think this looks better like that. My hands appear to have forgotten where the camera is. With the mushrooms, what I'm doing is I put the glue on the bottom of the mushroom and then place it down, because I decided that trying to put the glue down and guess where exactly the right place was for the mushroom to go was going to be a lot harder. So I did it this way round. Once I've stuck the mushrooms down, I then decide to look at where I'd like the pine cones and the wood to be. I'm not sticking anything yet because I just want to have an idea of how things will look. Again, these won't look exactly like this once they're stuck down, but it gives me a good idea. Would I decide to put the glue straight on the plate because otherwise I'd end up putting too much glue on the wood itself because of how it was shaped underneath. Now with the pine cones, depending on where you put the glue, it depends on how you can angle the pine cone when you put it down. So you see, I'm kind of putting it on the side of the bottom on that one, so it's going to be more lead over. And it's like which you will see afterwards. You can see that's kind of more length rather than on its side. And with the star, I really wanted it to stand out, so I put it on the side of the actual plate itself. Moving into the moss, I've got two different colours of moss. And the idea is I want to cover the base of the planter tray, whatever you want to call it, in the moss, and I want to make it look, I'm not going to say real because it's not going to look real, but I want it to look not manicured. I want it to look like it's growing over each other. So I will speed you up and let you listen to music through the rest of this bit, because there isn't really anything else I can say about what I'm doing. I'm putting this little bit of video here just to show you that I added some stars to the tops of the mushrooms and on some of the pine cones and the wood pieces. I seem to have lost that footage. Now, videoing this bit, I do realise that I have a bit of a gap in the moss, and I will go back and fill that in, but I'm not going to video it. Moss looks quite organic rather than specifically placed, and that was the look I was going for. Please hang around for the glamour shots at the end. don't forget to like and subscribe. And hit the notification. Comments are always welcome. They will help my channel to grow. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.